Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today we are going to create this fun card using another new bundle from our catalog. This one I've created in Poppy Parade, and I've done some coloring with the Stampin' Blends. I've added some texture to the back, and then this one spells out hug. So let me show you the bundle that I used. It is called Sending Hugs. You get a stamp set, which is cling, that are 11 images. This is the one large image. I'll show you here. It actually looks like this. I used my Stamparatus. Because it is such a big image, I find it easier to use my Stamparatus. And then this coordinates with dies that are called Layering Hugs dies. So you can see here, there's one image. My allergies are just wild. One image that cuts the word hugs and a little bit of the foliage around there. This image just cuts the words. You've got a couple little labels and then some individual dies there. So what I did was I took this die here to cut the word hugs out of our Ombre specialty paper, which comes in a few colors. So the version that we're going to create today will use a little bit of a different color scheme, but same, design overall. I used the brick and mortar embossing folder for the texture, and today we're going to use a piece of Highland heather. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let me grab that. Let's give that a nice crease. I've done some stuff in advance just for video purposes, so you don't have to watch me color. Let's grab another piece of Highland heather that is 4 by 5 1/4. This is the piece that we're going to emboss. So let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We are going to grab our folder, and I do want the bricks going horizontally. So we're going to put our Highland heather in there. That looks good. I'm going to grab plate 4 and let's run that through. Awesome. Look at all that texture. How pretty. Okay, sorry, my allergies just started to go wild. Okay, so we can actually take our Seal Plus and adhere this down. I'm using the plus because it's embossed and I want to make sure it holds well. I love our plus because it's a strong adhesive. Very much like our Fast Fuse, if you remember that. That was my favorite as well. Okay, so we are going to layer that on. So here I will bring in the piece that I used on my Stamparatus. So what I did was I put down my piece of paper, and I used Memento ink to ink this up, and I stamped it a couple times to make sure I got nice coverage. Then I colored with my Stampin' Blends. So this piece is just big enough for the image. I'm going to trim it down now to the size that I like. So I don't want too much, border, let's say, around the edges. So I'm just going to trim a little off that way. Let's go this way first. That looks pretty good. And now let's see about that. Looks good there. And we'll take a little bit off of here as well. So you can see I'm just trimming it down to kind of fit that. I can keep all these pieces now for scraps. And then I'm going to bring in our Detailed Trio Punch, which has a corner rounder on it. And we are going to put that in and round all 4 corners. There you go. Let's grab that. And then here are the letters that I die cut in that ombre paper. We're going to grab some liquid glue and add those here. I should use my... I just wanted to bring a little, and you could totally pop these up as well if you wanted to trim down some of your dimensionals. That would add, dimension too. I love that. But today, because I use the brick embossing folder, let me just set a block on there for a moment. I will tell you the Stampin' blends that I used. So you could totally use whatever colors you have, and then you just have to change your background paper if you wanted something to coordinate more. So I have our Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Balmy Blue, and Mint Macaron. On my first one, I used Poppy Parade. I used the Highland Heather, the Granny Apple, the Mint. Did not use the yellow or the blue on this one. So completely up to you. Okay, and then I also have our Simply Elegant trim. We're going to grab the silver here. And now that that is kind of taken hold, we'll flip that over. And I'm going to add some adhesive just to the center. And I'm kind of going to do a figure 8 here. I just want to add a little of this off the edges. So I like to put the adhesive down because it kind of holds it for me. And I think I am going to use some dimensionals. So I have a bunch of edges here. I'm just going to use those up. And that'll also help hold our piece. Oops. Okay, using it up. Love it. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more in the center. Here we go. Okay, just like that. All right, so now let's take our backing off. And we will be done. What takes up the most time, of course, is doing your coloring. But to me, I find the coloring therapeutic, so I don't mind it. If you stamp the image a few times, you can just spend some time relaxing and coloring, and then you can put your card together at another time. See? And so I still, like that might be kind of hanging off. Whoops, I did press it. I was gonna tuck that in a little bit more there, but it's okay. It'll still go in the envelope just fine. So you can kind of see just very different color scheme when you change up your colors. But so fun. I do love the set and how we have our letters separate. You can add some more dimension here. You can overlay things. Of course, you can add some of these little words with the tag dies, sending hugs or, birthday hugs. Very versatile. So I love this bundle. So I hope you do too. I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. And as always, you can find a full supply list in the description. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.